Welcome back to Western New York, downtown Buffalo to be specific. I love this place almost as much as I love good food, Japanese culture, and classic video games. Three of the major components that are going to be involved in a brand new venue called Misuta Chow. This place is going to be debuting in the fall, and we're going to talk a little bit about it, take a look inside in a brand new video we call In Search of Video Games.
My name is Johnny Chow, and this project is called Misuta Chow's. Misuta is Mr. in Japanese. We're hoping to be open this fall. I don't want to give a specific date because, as you can see, we're completely in the demoing phases right now, but we're hoping like October. So we went to City Hall, and we actually, because anytime you do anything, you have to pull a permit, any kind of a building. So the earliest permit we found was from 1907. This had been, I think, like a five and dime store, like a general store at one time, a jeweler at one point. This was actually a pool hall at one point, so it's kind of cool, the whole like, arcade pool hall kind of thing going on. There's a beauty salon up on the third floor. It's actually pretty cool. The staircase is a small, tiny little staircase from second to third floor. It actually, I forget the name, but it says such and such beauty salon on the one like step. Pretty cool. So
that is Washington Street right out there.
Okay.
Right here is Mohawk Place. Great little kick-ass venue. Electric Avenue's there. Deep South Tacos over there. Tapo is right over here.
Okay.
Buffalo Proper's down this way. Town Ballroom's down this way. There's so many cool things going on down here right now.
Buffalo, I mean, you think of like the way I grew up, man, in Buffalo is very like, I just drove in from Pittsburgh. We went to the Pirates game yesterday, and it said, as you're entering Buffalo, the all-American city. Mm-hmm. And it pretty much was. I remember growing up, the summers were like, a good solid 3 months of warm sunshine, swimming in pools, at beaches, and, eating hot dogs. My dad's listening to the ball games on the radio, and, it's a very much like that all-American, that's what I think of, 4th of July, that whole kind of thing when I think of a Buffalo summer. And then, you go to a place like Tokyo, and there's just millions of people on top of you. As I said, I'm a touring musician, and I've been to Japan. This will be my 5th time, this upcoming September when we tour there. I love Tokyo. It's an amazing city. I love the dichotomy of the old school and the new school. You can be at the Emperor's Palace and some crazy Zen garden with cherry blossom trees everywhere. And 10 blocks that way, you're at Robot Bar, and there's big robots smashing and crashing as you're eating your food. And it's just like crazy and zany. I love that like nuts vibe about it, the old school and the new school, and we kind of want to bring that here and have people kind of experience that here without having to cross the border, so to say. Well, when you walk in, especially when you're walking in from outside, man, you're going to be able to see these windows, and the upstairs on the second floor, they're going to be wide open. Second floor is going to be a little bit more newer and modern, so you're going to see these splashes of neon all throughout the ceilings and the walls, and down here you're going to see a nice slick kind of modern bar, but as you walk into the place, you're going to realize it's not as modern because we're trying to recreate the Yokocho alleyways, where they're really tiny little alleyways where they just have like storefronts and these tiny little restaurants that aren't really restaurants. They're kind of like just little sit-down bars that you eat at outside because their whole kitchen equipment takes up the whole restaurant that's inside, and it's very old school. And as you can see right here, you have stool seating at this open face kitchen right here, to kind of give that vibe with these awnings going up and down over here, and you're gonna have these awnings all along here with this seating, so they kind of meet in the center, kind of giving you that alleyway feeling as you're going through the place. But we're gonna try to capture that whole vibe and energy of the those kind of older Yokocho alleyways.
Cool.
Being that we're downtown, I never really thought about like opening a restaurant to have a kick-ass lunch crowd. But we're downtown, of course we're gonna have a kick-ass lunch crowd. We're gonna have great food, we're gonna have it cheap, we're gonna have it fast. If you know what a bento box is a proportioned out box with maybe anywhere from 4 to 5 spaces. That'll have a protein, might have some noodles, might have some seaweed salad, you know, might even have a sushi roll involved in that. And we're gonna have various bento boxes that you can choose from, whether it be bento box 1, 2, 3, or 4, or different names for them, or, you know, a build your own bento box, as well as other food. It's not just gonna be bento box. But I think for the lunches, we're gonna crush on that because it'll be healthy, fast, inexpensive, and easy to get out there for everybody.
Cool. And then as you move upstairs to upstairs, how's it going to change?
It's going to be a little bit more like neon lighting here and there, splashes of it, you know, cool movie posters, cool murals, stuff like that. More like, you know, I've gotten myself involved in street art and know a lot of street artists and want to bring a lot of those guys in to do some cool work.
And then this is the second floor, which will house the gaming part of the venue. Very front, you can see it's got a raised stage, so to say, and that's where we're going to cram in a lot of our pinball machines.
You're going to see a lot of new school pinball machines, but old school pinball machines, the classic 80s arcade games, you know, kick-ass horseshoe bar, which some people may think it looks like something else, but it's not. Skee ball alley. I'm gonna have 2 skee ball lanes, man. I'm really excited about that. Pool table. You know, just kind of a fun hangout kind of atmosphere where we're gonna have seating as well. You can just go up there and just hang out and just have fun, have a beer. You don't have to play games if you don't want to. You're gonna look forward to a good time, good vibe, no pretentiousness. If you're a suit and a tie or you're a punk rock t-shirt wearing guy, you like music, you like to have a good time, you like to be with cool people, this is a spot to be. If you like good food, you like good drink, the spot to be. 521 Main Street.
Awesome.